I think asset management has to be a bigger part of the story, given the properties that are traded currently, because the nice shiny prime assets with long leases, they're very rare and aggressively priced, and if you're outside these area, asset management is always an issue. So you're simply coming back to real estate fundamentals you have to work with. On the other side, looking at investors, I think they are not willing to accept higher risks, but they're taking higher risks because they don't see any other possibility to invest their money. So it's simply the necessity to invest the money, because keeping it on the bank account doesn't yield you any interest. Investing in a little higher risky property at least yields a little bit of interest, and then if you can be sure that you have a decent asset management, it should work on the medium to long term. I think the investors are moving up the risk curve, but at the same time, I think you have to be aware of that. What enabled this labeling of develop, manage, build, whatever to core is happening again, and you have to very much be careful who is pretending what to do with the building you're buying into, because you could develop a building to core. You can develop a building that's core in the long term, but then you also have to understand what you're buying into. You have to understand the location. You have to understand the market. And I think sometimes a lot of buildings that are coming with the label develop to core, build to core, or manage to core, if you look at the real estate fundamentals again, they are not really in the situation that this can work out in the medium term. There are assets out where this can work and where you should do that, but that's also, it's not saying that you really have a good understanding on the local presence to make this work. And that's what I think a lot of investors are increasingly realize, and that's why they're very careful when they go outside of these core. At the same time, they have to simply to invest somewhere.